positive emotion on children. Our members are Amirul Aizuddin, Fika Yasvin, Hansa Agustiawan, Muhammad Zidan Tabik, Kai, and Shafira Umratin Hasana. An emotion starts with an individual assessment of the meaning of an event. The interpretation of the event appraisal process might be conscious or unconscious, and it elicits a cascade of responses, such as subjective experience, facial expression, cognitive processing, and psychological changes. This is particularly important for children because curious children who have multiple interests are more prone to learning and adapting to new environment.
Okay, next is the way of bounding repeated report and attention. So, positive emotion as a way to board report time and attention. The first point is a positive coordination. On the other hand, negative emotion narrows one's attention. Negative emotion, such as sadness and anger, predict these causes with a narrow attention, and also evidence suggests that research provided by positive emotion broaden the range of attention, cognition, and action by building physical, intellectual, and social research. Then the second point is increased creativity of individuals who experience positive emotion. Positive emotions show increased creativity and efficiency, and they are more open to information. In addition, the experience of positive emotion is associated with an increased preference for or variation of acceptance of emotion. This is also in line with a cognitive burden that has been conveyed in the first point. Continue with the third point. Research show that positive emotions are related to optimistic and successful, in line with increasing cognitive ability as well as creativity. Of course, it can increase confidence in achieving success in life. A sense of optimism will grow along with increased ability of creativity caused by positive emotion. Next.
An antidote for negative emotion. The core element is that every bad emotion has a corresponding positive feelings that serves as antidote, it's and counteracts it. Apart from broadening child's repertoire and attention, positive emotion can impact the way in which children process negative emotions. Whereas negative emotions narrow the thought action repertoire, positive emotion broaden the same repertoire. Therefore, positive emotion function as sufficient antidotes for reducing the effects of negative emotion. Positive emotion can undo the effects of negative emotion by expanding an individual's repertoire. Positive emotion can essentially loosen the hold that negative emotion have gained on a person. An additional example of how positive emotion might act as an antidote for negative emotion is by accelerating cardiovascular recovery. Negative emotions are associated with increased cardiovascular activity. Positive emotions can speed the recovery from cardiovascular reactivity by making the body return to mid-range level of activation. Fredrickson and Levinson tested this recovery process by measuring the time that elapsed from the start of randomly assigned film to when the cardiovascular reactions induced by negative emotions returned to baseline levels. Result revealed that in 3 independent samples, individuals with positive emotion conditions exhibited faster cardiovascular recovery than did those in neutral condition.
So for the next, positive emotion are beneficial for children because they foster physical health. So the first one is negative emotion have been known as one of the possible etymology of coronary heart disease because it can lead to increase in blood pressure which subsequently lead to heart disease. So children with a positive emotion can undo some of the negative emotions and they may slow the progression of the disease. And the researchers have found a wealth of evidence that positive emotion can enhance the immune system while the negative emotion can suppress it. So positive emotion also help children find meaning in life and lead to numerous social benefits. It helps them to take in more information, hold several ideas in mind at once, and understand how different ideas related to each other. And the last is children who experience positive emotion with parents, siblings, and friends were less likely to have high level of cumulative deterioration of their bodies than others were. In a longitudinal study, children who reported having positive emotion compared to those with less positive emotion were less likely to have disabilities and death during 2 years follow-up. Next. Another benefit of positive emotion is they can increase resiliency in children. The first one is they promote resiliency in children through the activation of positive experience at opportune moments for coping of negative emotion. So children who experience more positive emotion are likely to use them become their advantages to cope with adversity compared to peers. Resilient children exhibit faster cardiovascular recovery following high activation negative emotion. So the ability to recover may be fulfilled by experiencing of positive emotion. Becoming expert in using the undoing effect of positive emotion, children increase their likelihood of becoming resilient. And when children feel more positive emotion than negative emotion, they find difficult situations are easier to handle. Positive emotion build their resilience. The emotional resources needed for coping, they broaden the awareness, leading them to more option for problem solving. Next.
Okay, so the conclusion, overall, positive emotion can have a fundamental impact on a child development success. It is clear that positive emotion has been incorporated to positive psychology in an effort to promote well-being in children. In doing so, there is strong support that positive emotion allow for better and value outcomes in children. It supports that positive emotion enable children to expand their thinking tendencies to act and build their personal research, which in turn provide improvement in both behavior and academic success. So that's all from us. Thank you very much.